Welcome to the Rollison Broadcasting Television and Radio Network. We're happy to have you out there listening and watching to what we have to offer for you. And today we have a lot of things that we are offering for you. So sit back and enjoy. My name is Leon Rollison, and we're going to take you on a ride of all kinds of activities that are going on. So stand by, stay tuned. Here we go. This show is brought to you by Welcome to the Leon Rollison Show for this particular segment. We have a wonderful lady that we want to introduce to you. She's known all over the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and she has done some amazing things, and she was the first female, African-American female, to be on the school board as acting superintendent. Her name is Dr. Laverne Ford Wembley, and we're very happy to have her on our show for not only our particular shows here, but also for our documentary that we're doing on the Greenwood Street in Tulsa. So, sit back and enjoy. I remember about you is that everyone loved you on Greenwood. You were just loved by everybody. Everybody thought highly of you, and that's a wonderful thing. How do you feel about Greenwood itself?
I love Greenwood, although I would love for it to be as it was back in the late 50s, early 60s, and all that kind of thing. But I still like Greenwood now because we have the potential to do so much. And now I'm looking forward to Greenwood Rising and the history building that they're putting up. And I'm glad to see many of the businesses now returning. So I have great hope, and I anticipate, say within the next 10 years, we're going to be up and running like we were in years past.
Very good. You had an interesting story about meeting your husband on Greenwood. You mind sharing that with us?
It is interesting because I was working at Bowser's prescription shop at the time, and he was a policeman, and that was his beat on Greenwood, and usually on foot. So one day I was in the prescription shop, and there he was writing a ticket from one of the customers because she had overparked, and I just thought that was terrible because she was a senior citizen. So I just went out and told him what I thought about him giving her a ticket. So the conversation led from one thing led to another, and so then every day he would come by and write a ticket and peep in the prescription shop, and I'd peep out at him, and so the conversation started from there, and we eventually got married, and we're married for 44 years.
Very interesting story. How do you equate what happens with Greenwood, what happens with African Americans and the education system, since you played such a major role in the education system for Tulsa Public Schools?
Education, of course, is very important, and I encourage all people to go as far as they can and get as much education as they possibly can. I was with the Tulsa Public Schools for 39 years. I taught first grade in Chicago for a year. So I would say I had a career of 40 years in education. So I still support education. I still volunteer on occasion. I'm now a part of Dr. Deborah Gist, the Superintendent's Community Advisory Council. So anytime I can lend my voice or my skills or anything to anyone who needs it, I'm available and ready to go.
Would you say that out of your travels and meeting people and all that, that there was another place like Greenwood, or was Greenwood all by itself?
Greenwood is unique by itself. There is no place, and I've been in all 50 states, and I've traveled extensively abroad, and to me there's no place like Greenwood because of the camaraderie, the businesses that were there, the nurturing that I received from the various people on the street. So it's kind of like Booker T as well. If you are a graduate of Booker T. Washington High School in Tulsa, there's no place in the world like it, and I feel the same way about Greenwood and the businesses that we had and the experiences that I was able to glean from there as being a part of it for about 5 years, as I worked 3 years at Bowser's, maybe 4, and 2 years at Harris's prescription shop.
Your fears on Greenwood, I remember you doing an interview that you said that you had no fears of being on Greenwood, even though on the deep end, where we were, where you were, where I was, there was a lot of activity going that was wild and crazy, but you had no fears.
I had no fears. I was safe. And the citizens loved me and I loved them. And I spoke to everybody I met on the street. They spoke back to me and they just kind of took me under their wings as though they were my parent to make sure that I was safe. But now I don't know if I would leave Bowser's and walk a mile home in the dark. But there was no fear back then because no one ever bothered you. Never, ever.
Can you name me a couple of businesses that were in Greenwood?
McGowan's Variety Store,
Okay.
Pearson's Beans, Art's Chili Parlor, Dreamland Theater, Cannon's Dry Goods Store, Cowell's Drug Store, Latimer's Barbecue, Pat White's Barbecue. Then we had a couple of taxi stands right there on the corner. Thompson's Drug,
Yeah.
Williams Drug,
Right.
and then of course Small's Hotel right around the corner. And then further down, going north, you had the Del Rio Hotel, Madam C.J. Walker's Beauty Salon, and those kinds of things.
Oh, your memory is sharp.
Oh yeah, I could even go further. Homeland's Jewelry, Wares, where you get good ice cream as well, and Latimer's Barbecue right as it intersected with Pine and Greenwood. And then of course some churches that you had there, Progressive Baptist Church and Betty's Chat and Chew and all those kinds of things.
We thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How about that?
This show is brought to you by
This particular segment that we're about to bring to you is with Jane Malone. I've known Jane for a long time. She's an amazing lady. She's done a lot for the community here in Oklahoma. And she has a recreation center named after her also, which is unique by itself. Not many people have that. She is an icon. Wonderful lady. I hope you enjoy this interview that we're doing with Jane Malone. Can you tell us about the park that was named after you and how that all happened?
It happened because Joe Williams and Jack Henderson had mentioned to our current mayor, G.T. Bynum, that the recreation center should be named after me. Since I had fought so hard to keep it open for years, the city was trying to keep it out of the budget, and they kept saying no, keep it in the budget. So I guess because the neighbors, and I was president of our neighborhood organization, we fought hard and prayed harder that it remain open, and I guess, and it was quite surprising that it happened.
How does that make you feel to have a recreation center named after you?
Oh, Leon, you just don't know. God is so good to me. You know, I never dreamed that this would have happened because I didn't do it for something to be named after me. The way I was raised was to help people. So, and that's what I was trying to do, was help my neighborhood, well, help Tulsa, but primarily my neighborhood, for it to be a good place to live and worship and play, all of those things. And that's very important to me and very dear to my heart.
The neighborhood, can you tell us about the hard work, so hard work that you did for the neighborhood? Can you tell us about that?
Well, when Malone and I bought our home around the corner from Chamberlain, we bought it because the park was there with a swimming pool, all of the things that a family, we thought, could be utilized by the neighborhood. And they gradually started taking away different things from the park. They took the pool, and it was nice to see kids there swimming, playing baseball, and it was just a lot of activity. And schools were there, families were there, there were homeowners, not just renters. And I realize everybody can't be a homeowner, but even if you're a renter, you know, they were still taking advantage of the good things that were happening there at Chamberlain.
Okay.
And that's what we so appreciated.
You have always wanted to do this, to help the neighborhood, to help the community out.
probably ever since you were a little girl. You've always wanted to do this. And you finally got a chance to do it when you came to Tulsa. And you made it possible for a lot of people to be happy because of all the hard work that you've done. Is that just something you consider a job that you did? That was just your job, or that was your calling? Or did something inspire you to do it?
I was raised to say if I can help somebody as I travel alone, then my living will not be in vain. And having that in my heart instilled in me by my daddy and my grandparents. I was raised by a dad. My parents were divorced, so, but I know my mom still loved me, but they were divorced. But I was raised by a Methodist family. And it was instilled in me to help people.
You have done an amazing job. I don't know if job is the right word. You've done an amazing task, without a doubt. There are so many people that love you and respect you for all that you've done, and you can't see them because you can't see everybody around you in the whole bit, but we see them. We've interviewed them, and they are very pleased that you've come up to the plate and made a difference in our community. And we just want to say thank you for all that you've done.
Oh, thank you for those comments. Thank you for those comments. I don't want to cry because I look ugly when I cry, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Leon. I appreciate you so much, as you know, Malone, and I really appreciate your help too. You're a pillar. You are, and thank you.
This show is brought to you by
Fashions are fashions, no doubt, but what you're about to see are some terrific models doing some terrific fashioning on the fashion show. This was done by Mary Howell, produced by Mary Howell, which we're very proud of her for her work. And this is from some of the students who attended Booker T. Washington High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as well as other places. So here on the Leon Rollison Show, sit back and enjoy our fashion show that we present to you for your enjoyment.
She's got earrings and styles and match, curves and hips. You don't want to take she's got the boots to match. You know we always have to drop a class of that orange. Oh, check it out. She's natural and all. Work that stage work. Oh, now we gotta give you a little legs. Are you ready for the legs? I'm coming down the runway, smiling on. She's still got class. Oh, she's strutting that stuff side to side. Working, girl. Check those legs out. Here we go with the spin and the tree. Oh, she's still working. Hair and arm. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for these BTW artists. And we even have a little cup. Oh, she's got the orange leather skirt. You're not ready for that? And she has the cheetah shoes to match. Ladies and gentlemen, she is ready for Sunday's best. Oh, check out this brother from another mother. Oh, you're not ready for him. He's got orange and black. He's still working it, ladies and gentlemen. Once a hornet, always a hornet. It never dies. It's in his spirit and it's in his soul. Check him out. He's got glasses and style. Ladies, you better ask his wife if you want to ride. He is a fly brother. Ooh, check that out. Give it up for the hornet puppy. Bleeding orange and black. Oh, now you know those reeds were strong at Booker T, and he's still working his stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, look at him from head to toe. You don't find that on a sales rack. All right, this brother is moving from side to side. He's checking out. He's moving that tie. Ladies, are you ready? They call him fly back in the day, but oh, he said you're not ready. He still has muscles, class, and style. Nothing has dropped, even from the 60s. He's still working it out. Ladies and gentlemen, the reed. This one is clean too. He's striped. Oh, he's got all black, but he's got it. Oh, he's working it. He's working it. Are you ready, ladies? Are you ready? He's still got it. He's still got it. Oh, I'm sure he knew about the old school club, Brown Sugar. Baby, are you ready for it? He is working it out. And then you know we still have the ladies in all orange. We just accent with black. As she said, the new 60s is the new 50s. You're not ready for these hornets. We still classic working. Come on now. Look at these spins, ladies and gentlemen. These are some tough sisters. And she's got the stiletto boots still working it out. Me and cover your eyes because you're not ready for this one. You got hips and spines. Boy, we know how to work this morning thing out. She's even got a little shawl to accent that orange. Oh, Sunday's best again. She's strutting her stuff. Oh, and it's a little mesh and a little see-through. You've never seen orange and black until you come to the Booker T. Washington High School. She is working it out. Old school and new school. Look at her. Strutting. Still got it. Hadn't missed one curve yet. Ladies and gentlemen. Now check this one out. We got a little accent. We got a little African accent with the orange and black still in it. Matching shoes. Oh, you're not ready. You're not ready. She's still working. Oh, yeah. She's got that orange and black spirit. And saving the best for the last. She's still got the moves. These folks from the 60s, I'm jealous, Jamal. I don't know. They still working it. Ooh, check her out. Orange and black. Old school. But she said, watch out, new school. Look at these 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 2000s. Oh, we are in the house. And we even have a graduate that's a counselor at Booker T. Washington. Watch out, because you know we're tough. We're tough, ladies. Look at Miss Celia. She is working her stuff and strutting it. Jamal, I think you're going to have to do this. She is too tough. Ooh, look at her. We don't even know where she's from. Maybe Princess of Zamunda, Ghana, Nigeria. We're world class from the motherland. Look at the orange and black and check out the motherland. She's tough. since the 1970s. Let that soul glow, sister. She's working that orange and black. From top to bottom, she says she's got to drop the jacket. Because Mr. Man is sweating. He doesn't know what to do, you know. These horned women and these horned men, nothing like a connection of two hornets together. He said, ladies, what time? The show's over at 8:30. Do you still have time for this horned man? He said, yeah, baby, yeah. He's a horned man for life. He's got the orange and black and he's strutting. He doesn't know if he's going to church or if he's going to drop by the club before he goes. All right now. He said call if he has time. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for these Booker T. Washington Hornets.
This show is brought to you by
In this next segment, you will hear the youth of Rollerson Productions sharing about their experience with Tulsa Opera's Raise Your Voice. We are so excited to see them getting involved with so many arts programs outside of Rollerson Productions. So sit back and enjoy our youth.
Hi, my name is Lyric Parker.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne.
Hello, my name is Raven Morris.
And what inspired me is I get to sing and I get taught to other people and I meet new people almost every day.
I used to be a very shy kid, but then when I got into the choir, I started making more friends, talking more, and getting more active.
Being able to go and sing for people who, don't really get to have a bright part of their day a lot. Just being able to go and sing and put a smile on their face really helped me.
It inspires me to have more opportunities and to be myself, and helps me feel strong and proud.
Hi, I'd really like to say thank you to the program. It teaches these two to be more open, more appreciative, showing more respect to others, and the praise that they get from the people that the little performances are for gives them a glow. And I just wish there were more music and art programs available to the young people.
I can remember the first time Cheyenne wanted to join the choir. She was really shy. I could really see a change in her. Cheyenne would speak up more at school and she started to come out of her shell. As a member of the Raise Your Voice choir, Cheyenne would visit different places in town that I've never even been before. I think not only has the choir made a great change in our children's lives, but it has also helped us as families come together. So I would like to say thank you to Miss Ellington and Mr. Rollerson for helping our kids have the voice. Thank you.
She loves to sing. We didn't know she loved to sing until she started this. And also, like she said, the people she gets to sing to mean a great deal to her. And I have had the best time watching. I know she wants to stay involved with Raise Your Voice as long as she can. And I think that's just wonderful. So it's not only been good for her, it's been good for Grandma.
We are so really proud of these kids. I really wish I had more that could have been on there. You would have loved them. But from the ones that were there, they have grown from the beginning of the program until now. I am so, so excited to see their growth. And I thank you guys so, so much for making this happen for them. Thank you.
Check out your different channels for RB and Rollerson Broadcasting because we're all over the place, whether it be in print, on radio, AM, FM, television, cable, or satellite. Check us out. We're there. Rollerson Broadcasting, television, and radio. Leon Rollerson Productions. You can reach us at telephone number 402-7721. That's area code 918. Our post office box 3162, Tulsa 74101. Or check us out on our webpage. All over. Channels for RB and Rolliston Broadcasting because we're all over the place, whether it be in print, on radio, AM, FM, television, cable, or satellite. Check us out. We're there. Rolliston Broadcasting, television, and radio. Leon Rolliston Productions. You can reach us at telephone number 402-7721. That's area code 918. Our post office box 3162, Tulsa 74101. Or check us out on our webpage, all over.